Alright, what is going on, guys? Welcome to another video. My name is Zach Sparks. We're going to be getting straight into this video because I'm kind of excited about this video. Today we're talking about social disrespect, right? Or we could say social respect because that's what we're trying to get to. Okay? So first we're going to address what social disrespect is, okay? One, it is talking over people, treating people as disposal, right? Cancel culture mindset, using people for status, a lack of patience, no honor for elders or authority, okay? That's a big one. And cutting people off when they stop benefiting us, okay? So, some core ideas, or the core idea of the video, is that modern American culture promotes self-thinking and pushes away humility, okay? And it quietly will create social disrespect. Because what we're doing is when we're focusing on ourselves, we don't care about other people, okay? And it's a big problem, all right? The cultural problem is that culture will push narcissism, which will create a mentality of only doing things your way. Okay, so many times in my life too, something in public, like, I can't think of an example, but I will on purposely not do something for somebody because I am egoed and I'm prideful and I'm only thinking about myself. And that's the issue with cultures, because Jesus teaches us only think about others, okay? And now for men specifically, okay? And I used to be this guy, and do not be this guy. For men, your issue is not cleaning up the pee on the toilet seat. I can't tell you how many times I've walked into a public restroom and there is leakage on the toilet seat, on the floor. It is disgusting. And if you're a guy who does clean up after himself and you walk into a bathroom and you find that, you're not going to like this. But it's Jesus culture to clean that up, right, with tissue, right? Because it's not our mess to clean up, right? But we are to serve. We are to serve God, okay, and help others. All right, that's humility. All right. So, that narcissist, that cultural problem, right? The narcissism, it leads to less humility, less patience, and less honor because you're only seeking yourself and what you want, which makes it easier for your mind to steer away from other people. And that is the cultural problem, because culture makes that okay. It's not okay. Okay? So what you're doing is not okay. All right? And what you're not doing isn't okay. You need to commit to respecting social interactions, respecting social situations, social circumstances, okay? And here's how we do that. This is Jesus' counterculture. Jesus lived in a society where there was a lot of shame and a lot of social disrespect. I mean, think about it. The Pharisees, I mean, dude, they were so strict on all the minorities, right? They minored on the majors and majored on the minors, right? I've heard that before, and that's a problem. The Pharisees, they minored on the majors and they majored on the minors, and this is what created that social disrespect environment that's causing so many problems in Jesus' time, and we're still struggling with this even though Jesus came to set us free from that culture, right? The way Jesus treated the outcast is a perfect example of how we should treat everybody. Okay? Look, the Samaritan woman, Jews and Samaritans, I mean, like, they didn't touch, they didn't talk, they didn't look, they hated each other, right? And Jesus loved the woman at the well. Okay? Tax collectors, nobody likes tax collectors. I don't like tax collectors. I mean, you know what I mean, right? The leopard, nobody touched a leopard because they were sick and they were unclean, right? All right. So apply that contrast with today. What can you do, or what is today versus slow Bible times or old Bible times, right? I guess what I'm saying is what we do today is not good, okay? The culturally normal thing to do. Things like we cut toxic people off, okay? That sounds like a good thing, and, you know, depending on the situation, that might be a good thing. But just cutting people off in general, okay? 2, we got that clap back culture. Well, we always have to respond and defend ourselves, and we always have to have this epic response that just makes you sound amazing and tough and cool, right? No. Okay, and then we got that drag them thing. We just drag them. Like, it is, we overdo it, drag them through the dirt. It's like we make them pay, right? That's what our culture does. And then finally, say it with your chest, be tough, stuff like that, okay? Now, let's apply Bible times to today. Let's try that. What would that look like? Slow to speak, quick to listen, and honor all people, which is 1 Peter 2:17. Okay? Jesus did not just teach morality, he restored dignity to humanity. Okay, how can we apply what Jesus did in his ministry and in his culture to today's ministry and culture? He restored dignity to humanity. How can you step out and restore dignity to humanity? Because, yeah, all it takes is one, right? Because one goes, the rest follow, right? You are leading somebody whether you know it or not. And when you take that step to lead with dignity, and you lead with humility, and you lead with respect, and you do things respectfully, that is going to change the way people look at you, the way that people treat other people over a course of time. Jesus taught to turn your cheek and get your hands dirty, right? When he was washing his disciples' feet, get your hands dirty. Society teaches to protect your own skin. Teaches to protect your own skin and don't look stupid. What is your choice? Because my choice personally, I'm going to look stupid for